Wait, how does he pronounce that? China or something like that. I don't know.
China.
You go over to China, 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 China.
It's so good. Your mic sounds a lot better. I might actually have to turn you down.
Okay, cool.
But we're on.
Okay, so Famous is going to submit another song as a replacement.
Okay.
Just like.
Let me tweet it. I should probably tweet it and be like, "Hey, we're doing a thing."
Just tweet it. Tweet it. If you like the tweet, retweet it. I hate this song. I hate this song so much. I hate the original. I hate all the cover versions of it. But like, I hate this song.
We are live and covering 2021 music releases. Gonna be fun. I don't know. Cheers emoji.
Okay,
Perfect.
so
Perfect tweet.
Waiting for the playlist link. Now.
The playlist link. Oh, playlist link in stream text? Okay.
Well, he will post it there, hopefully.
Oh, just check the playlist instead? Oh, okay.
Maybe it's on his channel, I don't know.
Let us see.
Is it? Playlists. Oh, yes, it is.
El cuerpo del...
El cuerpo.
That's
all we got.
That's all there is.
That's it. That's the whole album. Thank you for joining us. We can go ahead and log off, but we'll see you next week.
That was shorter than you suffered.
I want to refresh. Are we changing anything on here? Oh, we haven't yet. Okay, well, we're gonna go. I think we should just we'll get Gargod's EP out of the way. These songs are longer than his normal releases, especially this first one, just in time. And so this is, if I remember correctly, Gargod's first EP. And so we're going to go on an adventure here. And let's see what this is like.
El cuerpo del secretario de Acuerdos de la PGR de nombre Sergio Octavio Galindo Ramírez, de 39 años, quedó tendido en el asiento trasero del interior de un vehículo tipo Chevrolet HHR color dorado, con las piernas saliendo por la puerta en la calle Chabacanos y Hortensias de la colonia Lomas de Valle Verde. Quedaron al menos 14 cartuchos percutidos marca Luger 9 milímetros. Testigos señalan que un hombre encapuchado bajó del vehículo dorado y le disparó en múltiples ocasiones, causando pánico entre los comensales de una taquería.
This is quite an adventure. It's a little different. I guess it's all the same comments that I normally make about Gargod releases or Regurgitation of shit releases, because it's got a lot of charm to it because there's just not a whole lot of elements together, and it's just Yeah, I learned too many glitch effects actually glitched the video. It's a pretty neat little video. I like it. What we got so far. I definitely have got to boot up my Duolingo again because I have fallen so far behind on being able to actually listen and understand Spanish. I can read and write pretty good, but this is yeah. But yeah, it's got a lot of charm to it. It's interesting. Man, I got screwed by Attack for signing a record label over the past week. I know! I was so excited to check out new Attack, and it turns out that, we checked it right before stream, and it turned out that they signed, and now it's copyrighted. So that sucks, but it's just the way she goes sometimes. That's a really solid shriek right there. That's interesting.
That China sample was good.
También hay quienes se rehusan a olvidar a sus parejas muertas, aunque tengan que perfumarlas en cada rincón de su cuerpo para ocultar el hedor de la putrefacción.
I don't know if the down-tuned vocals add to the charm, or if it just makes me more curious what these gutturals sound like without all the processing. But I think it does. I think it adds to just the charm of the whole project. These are actually like pretty legit bars, and then we have the verse chorus structure. It kind of works.
I can imagine this with guitars and bass and stuff. Like, it has a solid basis
Yes.
for pretty decent death grind.
And you wouldn't even need to like put a whole lot of notes to it. It could mostly just
Yeah.
be opens. I think that it would go a long way if there was at least one VST, even if it was just a drone that you would start and stop in certain places. If it was just like, you know, like in whatever, to try to mimic the kind of like a guitar tone, like if it was just a B flat pad that would just play, I think that it would go a long way. It would, yeah. I'm getting edgy with it over here. I'm just learning how to program MIDI and VST guitars. I don't know. I think there's, I want to say Crashy Tunes might be the only people we've listened to that had decent VST guitars that had actually kind of worked out pretty good.
There was someone else on PAD, like one PAD song from Ocean Song, that also had like synthesized bass and synthesized guitars, and the only thing that sounded, well, not synthesized was the organ, I think. It sounded good. It was probably synthesized as well, but like in comparison to the guitars and the bass, it sounded much better.
Yeah. Okay, wait. Your comment, the conspiracy theory Gaga actually has basic guitars in the tracks. He always just forgets to unmute the tracks. The thing is that in the Regurgitation of Shit lore, he plays stringless bass guitars. Remember?
Yes.
So they're actually he's got a guitar and a bass track in there, but they're stringless.
Yeah.
Coprojesus. All right. That was awesome. So these his vocals are so viable. He's very, very viable behind the mic. Just really, really good vocals. Really on par with whatever that dude's name is from Infant Annihilator. The guy who did the vocals on the the Grand Evil Patriarch or whatever the fuck, their latest album from like 10 years ago or whatever. But it sounds a lot like that. I mean, just as good for sure.
It's one like Coprojesus, cause the water into good. He used to hear girls and submissions of the curse infliction. It's really is really good. So the girls will masturbate some from Necros, but he wants his most to be nailed up on the ground.
Man, there's so much potential in all of this. Just like to be, I mean, this might be honestly good enough to get together and try to, to get together and like, you know, do a whole thing of this, because the way that he produces these songs provides a good enough foundation to be able to be like, this could be a like super legitimate like commercial release.
Oye, podría forzar nuevas amistades y mágicamente esclavizó a toda la población de Ponyville. Starlight. Es broma.
It's so the structure is there's enough structure there to actually weary Kieran. There's enough structure there to like understand what's going on, but it's also chaotic enough to be really super interesting. It's just I'm actually kind of impressed with how little is going on in the tracks, but still maintaining interesting, you know? Star tight Glimmer. Hang on, I missed that. This is a new OC, but I haven't commissioned her yet, so I'm using my Ponytown character. I gotta get that in there. I don't know. Now I'm thinking about it now, and if we were to like go through and take all these midis and like put them through like Get Good Drums, and we were to throw some guitar tracks on it, and we were to put some proper mixing and mastering on these tracks, I feel like it would take away from it, because it's so clearly just not taking itself seriously, and it's so just, and it's charming that way, and so I wouldn't want to take away from that. But then again, they're really good. Like the structures and the writing and the lyrics and everything is just so good, you know?
El hombre fue detenido el 18 de mayo por su probable participación en el asesinato de una mujer en Atizapán de Zaragoza, un municipio en el Estado de México. Los agentes encontraron los restos de la mujer en el sótano de la casa de este individuo. Según las autoridades, a la víctima la mataron y la desmembraron en el lugar. Luego la investigación dio un giro inesperado. Durante el operativo también se encontraron restos óseos enterrados en otra de las habitaciones de la casa. Ahora, ¿a cuántos cadáveres
That is a really good China sample for sure.
Responden estos restos óseos?
Is it really gore grind if there aren't random media quote breaks in another language? Well, that's the thing, is that he's from Mexico, so that's actually the native language. That was a wild sound. using that China sample now. I don't know if this is TOS. Yeah, for sure. I'm just referencing a lot of early gore grind stuff. I remember that had stuff like this in it. Really good stuff for sure. I know. I think Anal Cunt did that a lot, and early Suicide Silence did that a lot. It's good stuff. It's safe. Are you sure? There we go. We had a sample or VST or something like that going on, something a little different. I want to know the lyrics, but I think it's you can get away with a lot, but they have like, you know, straight up breeding videos. This has got forced gender reassignment energy all over it. If we have any cattle decapitation appreciators in chat. Really hanging on it. Mexican sugar daddy. That was so good. The Gritan, you know, it's good. The Gritan de Vaquero. Whoa, forced gender reassignment. I remember there was an eternal carousel of that video being blocked and re-uploaded on YouTube all the time back in the day. I want to say the only one that's left that has remained for any extended period of time is the one where they put, I want to say, Portuguese subtitles on it. I think that's the only one that has survived. This is how a unicorn ends this EP. This is the Clop Gore cover of Fit Right In. Okay.
Go up? Honey, you came to the right cottage.
De todos unicorns.
Hey, here it is.
You're gonna be right in. It's never gonna work.
These songs are far too long. They're probably a little long for the genre. Probably for sure.
They thought those unicorns were super scary maniacs. We hold our razors on tongue like tasers and teeth like rats. They take your hooves and they grind them in the midnight snacks. The basic is of it is unicorns are not okay.
Whenever he's doing his screaming vocals, there's no accent. But when he does the clean vocals, there is an accent. So him being able to not do the accent while he's screaming proves that he's just doing it for attention, to be honest. I see. Izzy do go burr.
We're gonna be right in. We're gonna be right in. I know you will. Now watch alone. This is how a unicorn walks. This is how a unicorn talks. This is how a unicorn looks. This is how a unicorn makes a unicorn slide. This a more head on your forehead. This is a source of your pride. Every unicorn has born a horse that you hate. We'll wave them up as you speak. To heaven right magnific. We fake a pony solution. Actually the brody ocean is not the perfect solution, but it wants to be on inclusion. For on my every side.
Fit Right In does not sound like a pony song title, knowing Gargod. I was sent a parody of the lyrics for Fit Right In by an anonymous user, and the lyrics are exactly what you're driving at.
We fail, we go to prison.
But because we start a grace. So let's we're gonna be right in. 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 This is how a unicorn works. This is how a unicorn works. Now you're looking unicorn side. It's the
That snare sound is especially gorgeous, especially for the genre. I always like a really bright snare. The snare sound that's got a lot of ring to it and it's pretty high in tone. I like it too. These are pretty decent samples. I say pretty decent samples. I'm pretty sure the only ones that I really like are probably the China and the snare. I'm not. I don't know about everything, all the rest of them. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that Get Good Drums would
Like
really,
China.
really set this apart. China. China. Okay, so that was Regurgitation of Shits. Regurgitation of Shits. Horrendo EP.
I said it in the comments, but like, imagine making a China sample pack out of Trump saying China.
I wonder if there would be a way to make a whole sample pack of just like drum sounds from stuff like that. That would be interesting. I can imagine. China.
I don't know, and processing. Like different velocities, you know, like.
Yeah.
China. It's China. We're from China. China.
Oh, that'd be good. Okay, Sunrise Skater Kids. I have not listened to probably since Trigger Warning was the name of their song, and I haven't listened to them since. But
What is that? I've
Trigger
never heard
Warning?
of them. No. I mean like Surprise Skater Kids.
No,
What are those?
Sunrise Skater Kids is like, I want to say he was it's the band of a YouTube guitarist, kind of like Jared Dines, but it's not Jared Dines.
Okay.
What the hell is his name? I can't
That
remember his
explains
name.
a lot.
Jared Allange, that's his name.
Doesn't ring a bell. Okay, whatever.
He's pretty good. He does some pretty cool stuff. It's a lot like you know, if Jared Dines and like Rob Scallon had a baby, and that's Jared Allange. You're gonna enjoy this. Okay, Homeless Millennial Sunrise Skater Kids. Let's go.
Are you looking to buy an affordable home and start a family? Tired of paying
Oh
rent
no,
on a rundown
ads. Skip the
studio
ads. Let's go to the song.
apartment that's still a 30-minute drive from work? Well, call me, Pop Punk Meme Guy, at 666-420-6969. And with my real estate experience, I'll tell you that there is not a single property you can afford. That's right, the boomers f***ed us, and there is literally nothing available, but at least we have this song.
He did not capitalize on this. The rent is too damn high party. There was a guy, the rent is too damn high party, was Jimmy McMillan, and he would go and he would do debates in like actually go to debates, and he would stand up there and he'd just be like, the rent is too damn high. And so anytime anybody would have like, okay, so what are your positions on this city council proposal or whatever? And he'd be like, the rent is too damn high. And it was such a glorious fucking meme. And he was so good, very charismatic. You know, I believe that the rent was too damn high because of him, you know. It was great. But not having his picture pop up for the rent is too damn high. Maybe that's the meme, but you know, they missed a golden opportunity. But anyway.
My wallet's bleeding and I don't know why. Saved up, ready for a change. I guess we'll do it the American way. Turn my fate in real estate. A fight.
I'm here for the political outtakes. Yeah.
Listed onto low. It's built on a cul-de-sac in the best school zone. It costs $1.5 million and the HOA is high. I guess I'll always be a homeless millennial.
This isn't part of the song. Wait, what is this? The HOA is high. The homeowners association is high. Maybe like on drugs because they require so much bullshit, maybe? I don't know. Something like that.
I guess I'll always be a homeless millennial.
I lived in a neighborhood one time that had an HOA, and it was super fucking dumb because we had neighbors that would like police the shit out of everybody else. We had a radio antenna for a CB radio that would for major weather events, and it had like weather tracking gear, wind speed, and all that crap on it. And it was 34 feet tall at the very, very top, the CB antenna. And the neighbors complained that, hey, in our HOA, we can't have anything on our house that's more than 32 feet high. So we had to go out there on a ladder and we had to take the CB antenna and move it down so it wouldn't be 34 feet tall. It was really fucking dumb.
Lower.
The HOA dues are high. I got you.
My expectations. I'll leave this town and hit the road. This isn't quite what mom and dad had in mind. If this is what it takes, I'll DIY in the countryside.
That's pretty funny, but the DIY in the countryside sucks ass. I'm not even gonna lie to you. In 2011, we were snowed in to our house in the countryside for 6 fucking weeks. And you have no idea the hell it is to have to walk down a half mile to the pond to be able to scoop some pond water out to fill the toilet tank so you can take a shit. And then you've got chickens, but you know, you're running out of food. And so, you know, the kids really like to play with the chickens until they watch you wring their fucking necks off and pull all their guts out so we can eat. It wasn't fun at all, but I guess that's beside the point. But even then, this is kind of Sunrise Skater Kids, like musically, they always do this kind of stuff. They always have really, really technical bass footwork for the drums, and then the guitars are very metalcore sounding, but then the overall mood of it is very pop punk. It's kind of just your standard bog standard Sunrise Skater Kids song, mostly just for the memes.
An 800 square foot 1930s bungalow. It's got popcorn ceiling and a basement full of mold. Too bad we got outbid by a pampered trust fund kid. I guess I'll always be a homeless millennial.
I hate that I know what a popcorn ceiling is, because my girlfriend watches that show where there's these two twin dudes that go around and like try to flip houses or something like that, and they always, every single house they ever do ever, they're talking about like, oh yes, let's go ahead and take out this popcorn ceiling. So obviously popcorn ceilings must have been like a huge giant thing for a little while, because every single house they went into, they had to take out the popcorn ceiling.
This isn't funny. I've got the money, but I can't afford to live in my own country. I'll move to Russia, living in Izba. Я буду собирать картошку вечно.
Okay, we need a breakdown.
Okay, do you need a translation for that one?
Popcorn ceilings are awesome. I know. When I was a kid, I used to sit on the top bunk and I would just peel those little bastards off the ceiling just for no fucking reason. And so like right above my bed, because I was on a top bunk, or I was on a bunk bed, and my twin sister was on the bottom bunk. Anyway, I was on the top bunk, and I would sit there and peel those suckers off. So like there was a whole probably 3-foot radius area right above the top bunk where I would just be sitting there, and it was just totally plain, you know. So where to submit song? There is a link in the description to a Discord server, and we've got a submissions. Go ahead, be sure to read the rules first, and you can submit your songs. I have popcorn ceiling and walls. I've never heard of popcorn walls before. That's interesting. Oh, go ahead. Soul Strings, you were...
Can you just rewind it a little bit?
Yeah, let's go back to it where he said I was going to move to Russia.
This isn't funny. I've got the money, but I can't afford to live in my own country. I'll move to Russia, living in Izba. Я буду собирать картошку вечно.
Okay, so, well, basically, Izba is a Russian house that looks like, well, stuff you see in the country that, well, if you just Google, well, let me just throw a link from Google.
I've got it.
Real quick. Yeah, okay, so it kind of looks like this. Yeah, so
It's like
basically...
a log cabin.
Sort of, but like, let's say approximately 80 to 90% of houses in villages across Russia, just like there are several huge Russian cities, and everything else is just wasteland and forests and small villages, partially abandoned. So the population is not very dense. So yeah, like the next line he says that he will be like collecting potatoes for the rest of his life. Like,
Oh, gotcha.
you know, like when you just like harvesting potatoes. Yeah, that will be slightly more accurate translation, I guess. Like you put the potatoes into the ground, like you have a huge field, and then it just grows and grows and grows, and months after you just harvest much more potatoes because it just grows in the ground,
Right.
and you get more of those stuff. So yeah, but like I would say that could possibly apply more to Belarus than to Russia, because Belarus is known for the memes about potatoes. another Russia, but like, okay, they tried. Also, the pronunciation is a bit wacky, but like, what gives?
Yeah, these guys are Canadian, I think. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, so I would assume that they wouldn't be very fluent. It wasn't like John Cena whenever he did an apology for he called Taiwan a country, so he apologized to China for it, and it was really, really weird because he spoke really good Mandarin in order to do the apology, and it was like, what? Okay, holy shit, it's the real Playboy Ian. I don't want to comment. I don't want to feel bad for being out of the loop if that's like a somebody and I'm just dumb. But anyway, all right, let's do this one. I am aware of the USSR theme, or whatever they call it, whatever the fuck it's called. Yeah, the anthem. I have never heard like a metal cover of like it's actually kind of cool, the metal cover of the USSR anthem. I wonder how many people are taking this unironically, and it just makes me laugh to think that. Anyway, Jared lives in Tennessee, I think. Oh, good to know.
Wait, did he say something else?
Who?
Did he say something else in Russian?
Let me see.
It wasn't quite comprehensible. So, but
I understand. It was a Russian sounding sound.
Sounds like something dream, like it's like a Russian dream. I don't know, or that he can dream or whatever.
Right. The only Russian that I watch frequently is Dr. Mikhail Visharsky. But he speaks like perfect English that you wouldn't even know that he was Russian. But he grew up in Russia, but he never talks about it because he's a doctor and that's all he talks about. Anyway.
10 square foot shack under a bridge in Baltimore. At least it's walking distance to the nearest liquor store. My landlord is a bum and he fought in Vietnam. I guess I'm literally a homeless millennial. Oh well, I guess I'm back from that. The dreams out of reach and my life savings are spent. No opportunity in a rigged economy. I guess I'll always be a homeless millennial.
They always do another thing that the Sunrise Skater kids do a lot is all of their lyrics and all of their themes are very tongue-in-cheek, and so they're really, really good. They're always good for it. It's always a good time to watch their videos. They're pretty funny. So that was Sunrise Skater Kids, Homeless Millennial. Pretty interesting stuff there. I'm going to go ahead and throw that one a like. That one was funny. That was a good time. All right. Doxophobia. I wonder if that is the fear of being doxed. Oh, did I? I saw the green for some reason, and I thought that was my own highlight. Okay, so we're going to Touch of Kindness by Burning Gryphon. Art Rock. I've never heard of Art Rock, but this is from. I am glad that I did like it. I liked it a lot. That was good stuff. I forget about Sunrise Skater Kids sometimes. This one's a little bit longer. It's featuring MC Arch, Burning Gryphon. I don't know what Art Rock is, but it is from the Estate of Sugar Biscuit, which I want to say is the latest A State of Sugar release.
Nope.
And it isn't? No, the last one was Eclair.
Yes, the last one was Eclair. Biscuit was before Eclair.
Okay. So yeah, Eclair is the new one. All right. I didn't know they did rock. I thought A State of Sugar was all like techno and shit like that. The fear
I
of being
submitted a metal song to that and it worked.
Oh, it didn't work?
It worked.
Oh, it worked.
Yeah.
Oh. Well then,
And Burning Gryphon had a few metal songs on it, as far as I remember.
Okay.
Especially that one, I forget the title. Either Hate or by Hypocrite, or I forgot the title of that song, but like it was on the same State of Sugar album.
Okay.
One of his heavy songs,
I got you. All right, Burning Gryphon, let's go. It's muted. I need to go back. Oh. Okay, a few notes on the mixing and mastering so far. It's just like a Burning Gryphon song has always been. It is absolutely compressed to absolute hell. And I'm not entirely sure that when you're taking these softer tones that this over compression really, really works. How do you know me, bro? Black and blue? Oh, my bad. Chat is talking amongst themselves. So that's, yeah, he is... that's one of the problems that I'm having with this mixing and mastering. I haven't been paying attention super close to the lyrics, but I think melodically it works. I think it's the only issue that I'm having though is that mixing and mastering.
It can feel so good, even though you don't know the match reveals its pain. And like a toy, you feel play. Yeah. But in this moment, as you hold her through the rain, her heartbeat sings to you. In your arms, she's unafraid. And as the sunlight shows up in the sky, you are waking up and she's still at your side. Her voice of honey whispers love within melody.
Absolutely cringe, shake my head. It was I'm holding it together.
Every touch is so warm and so sweet. She's just flawless, so seductive. You just cannot stop it. The spark is unlocked. Yeah.
I am not sure if I've heard MC Arch's clean vocals before, not in this framed in this way at least. And I think MC Arch is actually doing pretty fucking good.
A few streams back when we checked one of the Pony's done pre-orders.
He was doing. Okay. Well, I mean, what I mean is that because as far as I remember, that one, like he was doing some singing, but it was like a collab, and he just kind of threw it in there in like one specific spot or whatever. He didn't like, carry the whole instrumental this way.
Actually, he did a few songs in the past, and I remember him singing at Galacon in 2019. So yeah.
I say that I say that, but then again, he did do a Frank Sinatra cover that was totally legit. He did a cover of My Way from Frank Sinatra that was really, really good.
Sometimes I forget My Way is not only a Limp Bizkit song, but also Frank Sinatra.
Yeah. True. So yeah, he's doing really, really good. I think he's holding it together melodically and everything else, and I think he's mixing in with the instrumental really well. The instrumental, the instruments and everything is all mixing together, matching the same energy. It's actually really solid. So is this Fluttershy Arch and Discord, is this like a polycule, or what's going on here, I wonder? He's actually, like, I don't know, despite everything that I've heard from him before, this is he's really going above and beyond. I think that he's actually doing a lot better than normally. I think this is really underlying a vocal skill that I don't think that we've ever seen from Arch, for sure. That this is just better than usual.
Their smile is so big. All the creatures happily they grow.
What do you think of this bass track?
Sucks. It just sucks. It's lifeless. It sounds as if it's just synthesized and it just accurately cut into single notes just to fit into the rhythm, as if it's just a sample with no attack, no release. It's just a brick-walled bass tone.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's a real bass guitar, but it's like overly compressed and cut into pieces just to fit the rhythm section, and like a it just lasts. It does not sound. It lasts from the beginning to the end. It's like you have the beginning of it and the end of it. There's nothing in between. It's just a tone. It's just a sound.
Right.
Well,
it might as well just be a bass VST going do do do. No, but see, even that has more attack than what we've got going on here. I think it might be a product of his mixing and mastering style, where he compresses everything down to like just a brick, and I think that might be it.
I'm not sure about like whatever that is in the end. It just does not work really well. Another complaint is that it does not work really well with the drums either, because like the drums are on their own and the bass is on their own, so they don't work together. They are not glued together. Like you can sometimes you can just compress the bass and the drums together to make them sound like more solid, but that won't probably work here, since the bass guitar plays a very different type of groove, different type of beat from the drums. So it's it does not work well.
Okay, I think that's a common problem that I have with Burning Gryphon tracks, is that it feels like instead of trying to mix the instrumental together, no, Koraki, we didn't get to your track yet, but is that it doesn't feel like we're mixing the instrumental together. It feels like we're using compression to try to force it into kind of like a cohesive thing, and this is I did notice a massive disconnect between the bass and everything else, and it was really, really coming out, especially right here. Or maybe I'm just paying attention to it, and yeah, that bass guitar was just not hitting my ear correctly. Anyway, we're about halfway done with this one, so let's go.
Every animal is her friend.
stop for a second. Just like listen to the drums and listen to the bass, because like the drums have that kick drum, like doom ch doom doom ch doom ch. It's like this type of beat, and the bass goes differently. It goes so it does not work well, and it's not aligned with the kick drum at all.
I gotcha.
Like they are playing like different songs. Just listen. Just listen for a few seconds of the drums and then switch your focus to the bass and realize that those are extremely distant from each other.
Yeah, they're playing two different rhythms.
Yeah,
Okay.
different rhythms, different patterns. They don't work together.
Okay.
Blossoms like spring. Embracing love spreads like her wings, just like her heartbeat says.
Yeah, the kick drum has to be in synergy with the bass guitar, I think, as a bass line. As a bass line, but in the most fundamental level, the bass guitar and the kick drum not working might be the reason why the bass guitar tone stood out to me the way it did, because I'm not even sure about the bass guitar tone in relation to everything else either. It comes off very boomy. There's no it is like we've cut the frequencies at exactly this and exactly that, and we're only playing that sound like from a very small frequency range, instead of boosting a certain frequency range but allowing the rest of the guitar to breathe. And I think that is probably my main problem with the tone in general, is that we're not getting any of the high-end frequencies from like either the pick or the fingers or anything like that, and it's taking away a lot from the tone.
And like the bass and the drums, they are not supposed to be perfectly aligned and play exactly the same thing, especially the kick drum and the bass. Like there is no law that says like that bass should only play when the kick drum plays. So it's not like that. But like so the bass guitar can play different notes, like I don't know, melodies, going like up and down the neck, and like fraying some other notes, etc., etc. But like sometimes they still have to play along, you know. He tried. It
has to be at least the same rhythm. It doesn't have to be like exactly on point or whatever, but it seems like there's some points where it's playing kick drum and then the bass will start and then it's a kick drum again, and it's almost following an opposite rhythm at sometimes, and the contrast isn't, well, that's the thing, is that I don't think that the bass guitar and the bass drum can be this contrasted and work together. I'm sure that there's a lot of interesting rhythms that can work together if you have the bass guitar and the bass drum working in that way, or have some kind of contrast or a conflict or whatever. But this isn't. No, that's the word I'm looking for, is that it's not a contrasting rhythm. It is a conflicted rhythm, and that's kind of, I think, the issue here.
I wouldn't call it a rhythm though. Like it's not. For me, it's not the rhythm problem. It's the groove problem. It's not groovy. That's it.
I got you.
And as the sun really shows up in the sky, you are waking up and she's still at your side. Her voice of honey whispers love within melodies. Every touch is so warm and so sweet. She's just flawless, so seductive. You just cannot stop it. The spark is unlocked, yeah. You and her can create that world. She's your girl.
cannot stop listening to the drums now, because even here the drums are seem to be following a different groove than the guitars are, and I think the guitars have a pretty good tone to them. It's got kind of like a light crunch to it, a nice bright tone. It's working out fine. The guitars don't come right on time when the drum fills hits for my taste. There seems to be some accuracy issues, but I wouldn't harp too much on that. It's not, I think that in the context of the song kind of being free flowing and a little bit in a softer or whatever, I don't know if being exactly on time is like super pertinent, but I understand where you're coming from.
I don't think there's a timing issue like on the guitars, because the guitars are playing a pretty cohesive and constant pattern, like tung, 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 something like that. I don't know.
Kind of standard picking style, yeah. Or
the rest of the rhythm section refuses to work with the guitars, especially the drums. But the drummer is just like, I'm playing my song, I'm playing my thing, like I don't care what the guitarist. He's a poser. He's just a pretentious freak. I don't know. I'm the cool guy here. I'm the drummer, and the bass player will be like, fuck you, drummer. I'm playing my notes. Okay, fuck you, and you, and they're just not playing together.
If we were to shelve the guitars, I think a little bit lower in the frequencies and allow the vocals to really take the high end, and then the guitars would take the low end, and we were to just delete everything else, and it were to just be guitar and vocals, kind of like Glycerine by Bush, I think that this would work out really, really well. I think that this could have been a really, really good track, but the way it's presented right now, I don't think is working out.
I have a different thought. Like, right now I'm more convinced that that's not an actual bass guitar and that it's a VST, because there are always issues with the instruments you don't play usually. Like, if it's not your specialty and you're just programming instruments, you may lack some knowledge of how to structure some lines, like how to structure the bass lines, how to structure the drum lines, how to lay down the drum fills, like patterns and stuff, because he clearly knows how to play guitar, and he does that really well. He does have a good guitar tone. His timing is okay, well, pretty decent in this particular songs, but he does not have enough knowledge on how to work with the drums and with the bass guitar in particular, and how to make those instruments work with his specialty, with his guitars. So that's probably the main issue, and probably the reason why it does not sound as good as it could be.
Okay. Yeah, because a lot of these drum beats seem to be extremely in the pocket, but not in the pocket as in like they're following just the most basic groove possible. I mean like in the pocket as in it's the most basic drum beats that you learn in like, first semester, like the just learning your first drum beats. It doesn't seem to get any more complicated than that. And I think that is one of the major issues, is that we kind of have a sort of, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and we have a more complicated rhythm than what the drums are able to capture. And I think that's really where most of the conflict is coming through.
Who deserves kindness? And as you walk around, hand in hoof and hoofing in, you both understand you won't let go. You are more than friends. Yeah, you are more than friends. You are more than friends. Yeah, you deserve each other. You deserve kindness.
I'm trying.
Like, did you hear that bass just did not hit the first note in the bar? It just vanished for one single note like a few seconds before.
I thought it was the guitars, because whenever the more or the overdriven guitars came in, the guitars are kind of a mess. They're really, it's a lot less accurate than before, and I don't know if that's the bass.
I felt the lack of bass with my body, you know.
On the at the start of the "We're More Than Friends."
No. Somewhere, just hit play and just listen carefully. Just there's one note missing at the beginning of the part.
Yeah, you are more than friends. You are more than friends. Yeah.
Oh no. So yeah, we kind of soared. We went way up the fretboard, and then it just kind of deleted itself for a second there. I didn't even notice. Oh wow, no blast beats. That is true. There are no blast beats.
It could be a good impact if the drums and guitars followed along, like starting on the second beat of the bar. It could be a great impact, to be honest. Like everyone shuts up for a second and let MC Arch just keep that vocal line singing, and then on the second beat of the bar, that could be a great impact, especially for this like bridge part, closer to the end of the song. That could be very, very interesting. Like, just the bass just stopped for a bit, and then just like, jeez.
I kind of like the bass I kind of like the bass like that. It's surprising. And like I said, there can be an interesting contrast. It's easy. It's not easy, but it is possible to write a contrasting rhythm with the bass drum playing a certain way and the bass guitar playing another way, and have that contrast. I think that this bass line, mixing with these drums the way they are, I think that it's a heavy conflict that is just not hitting me correctly. Mixed in with the tone of everything, I don't know. It is not working for me. MC Arch is really stealing the show on this track. That if it weren't for MC Arch, this would be a lot more subpar than I would expect from Burning Gryphon. But yeah.
You deserve kindness. Yeah.
Here,
Well, hang on.
there was an impact.
Yeah, that was, I think, maybe the point of what he was trying to do before, whenever the bass dropped out, but then nothing else quit. So the bass guitar was the only one that tried to do the impact on the second count.
Bass player played the drop earlier.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I forgot. I played it earlier. Okay, whatever.
So this passage was really good. The way that it all came together was really nice. I think that even now, obviously I have my problems with the tone, but I think that the composure of it was pretty neat. Where the guitars kind of went up the fretboard and they were playing those higher notes, and then the bass guitar climbed down. Not climbed down, but stepped down as the guitar stepped up. It was a pretty neat little composition right there.
It sounded like a VST guitar for some reason. The guitar solo, I mean.
I want to hear it.
You
again.
went too far. You went too far with it.
Oh yeah, that for sure. I was listening to the bass guitar with the rhythm guitars, but yeah, the climb up on that one for sure. This did sound very VST like.
She is as pure as this moment. She's as warm as your love, unbroken, dreaming soundly in sleep, hushed to a dream. Don't let her go, because she deserves kindness.
Oh wow, what is this last chord?
Pretentious jazzy.
I don't know, it just seemed to take a turn. I don't know why.
Because she deserves kindness.
I don't know, that seemed off. It seemed to
a little
just,
bit. I mean, sometimes it works, but like you still need to play the right notes.
usually at a the bar is playing the right notes for sure. But yeah, it was all right, I guess. Intonation, and for the life of me, I've been playing guitar for a long time, and I still don't understand intonation. I keep everything below like the 9th fret, specifically because I cannot figure out how to intonate my guitar. Oh man, but yeah,
MCR did a really good job. Like, it was amazing performance from MCR. I've heard his Pony Sedon track. It was like a completely different manner, like more I don't know, hip hop like. Like the song was like hip hopish, and here it's a live ballad, you know, and he just nailed it. He just nailed it. It was amazing performance, and I really wish the instrumental was much more polished, and the instrumental needs much more attention than it got.
For sure.
No idea what it's called. Art rock though, but like, okay.
Yeah, I don't know what art rock means, but okay. Anyway,
art
that
rock
was
is where every single musician plays its own song, and they just are being artists,
right?
Artistic, all the way out.
I got you. So now we're doing The Fear of Being Doxxed, Doxophobia, The Spiral Stone, Old Home. This is a Bandcamp link. Yay.
Is it? Oh, yeah, okay.
Oh, it's a full album. Oh, it's an EP. 12 freaking minutes. I think we're an hour and 15 minutes in, and we're on the third one.
Yeah, we have too many like Madoka submissions, so we'll probably save this for later, I guess.
Yeah, we'll do we'll keep it kind of like as a soft rule, only one full EP per stream, so we don't get eaten up for time like that. So we'll cover Doxophobia next, and so let's check out this Pinkamena Party. KaraJam, Ponarchy, featuring Cheetah. Pinkamena Party Crew, Bandcamp. Okay, let's check this one out. This is 2 minutes and 35 seconds. Pinkamena Party 9. Let's go. I don't know if I'm pretty sure we've listened to Pinkamena Party before, and I'm pretty sure this is like a noisecore type project. Is there a way to donate to Skip the Line? The problem is that we're not monetized, so there's no way to accept donations quite yet. But you know, keep watching, and if we get monetized, then yeah, we'll be able to do something like that. We'll be able to try to figure out the logistics on something like that. That album is great, specifically because there's a song by a guy named called Gargod, and he's really cool. Oh, I've heard good things. Oof, I wanted to go to the gym right away, but this is too important. This is something you can listen to while you're at the gym, for sure. Oh, easy. I think even with noisecore releases that we've normally listened to, that we've also listened to, I still don't think this one ranks very high. I'm not a huge fan of noisecore, as it were, but like sometimes noisecore can produce some pretty interesting sounds. This sounds like 2 minutes of the exact same rhythm of mostly the exact same beat playing over and over and over again, and then this Little Pony's been driving me fucking insane line, kind of. I don't know, it just even where noisecore is concerned, it seemed just a little bit too it seemed very long, that whenever there's abrasive sounds like this, then I think that the shorter is better. That, you know, especially in a digital medium like this, where, you know, you can just play it over and over again. You know, it's not like going to be a thing. I almost don't understand. I don't know. That wasn't for me, for sure. Even where noisecore is concerned, I think it's still ranked pretty low on there. But anyway, let us run back down to the next one. This is new. Okay, that the song is called Paradigm. There's another. Oh God. Let's save that one. We've already done a Pinkamania Party one. Let us save the Paradigm for another one. Wait, is Pinkamania Party? That's a collab album, right? That's a
compilation album.
Oh, compilation album. Yeah, that's the word. There's
there
10
are,
minutes.
Tons of underground, niche, noise, experimental artists in there. Okay.
We'll check out Pinkamania Party, the other one, later. But we're moving on. We're moving on to the GOAT. Blackened Blue. Danger, Danger cover. I did it first. I called it. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, Blackened Blue, Danger, Danger cover. Let us check this one out, eh? This is a interpolation of a cover of a metal version of all the kinds of shit. Let's go. He did it.
Gotcha.
He did the meme.
Gotcha.
I totally did think that I was like, oh wow, are we really doing this? We're gonna jump into the Smells Like Teen Spirit, but that was a very good meme. That was great. Okay.
Something is near, something is feeling strange and stranger, stirring up discord, whipping up fear, whispering softly. Danger, danger. Outside the street box, so steady, waves glistening, horns to the ready. Think what they could do to the status quo. They're gonna steal, plunder a village. They're gonna take over the village. Doesn't have lost, it's going my way. The sense are on wrong, and residents die.
I think that's a pretty interesting choice there to go from in the original song it was a triplet, and to convert that to 4/4 was pretty good. It kept the groove, and it also maintained the head banging ponies for the video. The bronies are gonna get a lot of mileage out of this GIF. Hell yes. Okay, hang on. We got to digest the entire breakdown. Let's do it. God damn, he really nailed that. He went all out with it. I think I probably would have appreciated a little more variation in it. I don't know if we changed that riff up too much. So, you know, it was a little long, but, you know, I think it worked. I think it was okay. It was a pretty good break from pretty good interlude from the breakdown into this second part here.
Especially when they scream loudly. You might not have a better way to follow. You're saddled with sorrow. You're scared about tomorrow. It's all gonna work out painlessly. You follow my orders.
Yes! He's going all the fuck out. Dude, this is so good! Hello, Burning Gryphon. We talked shit about you for like 30 minutes, so go back in the VOD, check it out. Did the original song, the extended version, say fucking?
Nope.
But no, I think it's interesting. This is what I like about Black and Blue is that like whenever I do a cover of a song, I'm like, I'm going to stick to the original structure as much as possible, but we're just going to make it in brutal style, and it's going to be lots of screaming and lots of all that kind of shit and whatever. And Black and Blue really fucking goes all out and gets super, super ass creative with it. And it's just, it's just delicious. It's so fucking good. I'm jealous. For sure. Not really. Gosh, come on, Bernie Griffin. We weren't actually like talking mad shit about like you as a person or anything like that. But we did cover one of your tracks for a very long time. We had lots of issues with it. Anyway. So that was Black and Blue Danger Danger cover. Probably, I don't know how many Danger Danger covers I've heard. At least that has to be at least the third one. But
Including yours.
Yeah, including mine. Yeah, it was good. MelodyBrony. I don't think we've had MelodyBrony on here for a while.
You submitted it.
I did?
Yep. Apparently.
Oh, yes. I whenever I'm subscribed and I haven't seen somebody in a while, I'm like, oh, look at that person still exists. I better check them out. So MelodyBrony. Obviously, I haven't heard this song yet because I forgot that I even submitted it. But here's MelodyBrony, Wolf in Sheep's Clothing, Undertale. I have no idea what Undertale is. I think it's a video game, maybe.
I think. I've heard it's like full of memes and everyone is making memes out of it. So I haven't played it because like it's beaten to death, and I don't want to play it because like.
My twin has a tattoo of Undertale stuff on her leg, like all down her thigh, and I don't understand. Apparently it's a big deal or something like that, but then again, she's into Doctor Who and shit like that, so nerd crap.
For me, it's the situation where the fandom ruins the original. So I don't want to check out Undertale because I've seen a lot of bad stuff.
Oh, okay, I got you. I understand. All right, so we're going to check out this Undertale song by MelodyBrony. Let's check it out.
Beware, beware, be skeptical. The smiles are political. They see it's so natural, but a wolf in sheep's clothing is more than a warning.
Oh, God. You know what? Furries fucking ruin everything because I recognize this character and it's not from anywhere good. Undertale is good, though. Deltarune, too. I don't know what either of those things are. This looks like
Same.
Pokemon or like Legend of Zelda or something. I don't know.
I know this bunny is funny. Probably.
All right. Baba Black Sheep, have you any soul?
Have you any soul? No, sir, by the way, what the hell I want? Jack be nimble, Jack be quick. Shows a little whore, and your ammo thighs are turning 6. So, could you tell me how you sipping easy? How you always thinking of yourself? Show me how you justify telling all your lies like second nature. Listen, mark my words, one day. You will pay, karma's gonna come collect your tax. Take it away.
I don't know about that horn. I think that vocally it stands out pretty good. I think that the verse has a pretty interesting composition where it had like this very asymmetrical guitar in the double tracking. I haven't really heard the bass guitar yet. I'm pretty sure it's there, but I can't pick it out from the mix. And then the drums are okay, I guess. It's just I'm not sure about this guitar tone either. It seems a little, maybe even too bright. It doesn't have like enough low end frequencies, or maybe it's shelved in a certain way. But I think that it's overall it's pretty good for what it is. It's going okay.
Where you start your prey with criminal mentality. Sink your teeth into the people you depend on.
keys are pretty loud compared to everything else.
So good to tell me how you sleeping easy. How you always thinking of yourself. Show me how you justify telling all your lies like second nature. Listen, mark my words one day. You will pay. Karma's gonna come collect your debt.
There's the bass. I don't know if it's been brought out for a solo or something like that, but this is like the first time I've heard it.
Collect your debt. Maybe you'll change. Dancing all your wicked ways. Make demands to start a new again. Maybe you'll see all the wrongs you did to me. Start over, start over.
Who am I kidding? Now let's not get overzealous here. You've always been a huge piece of shit. If I could kill you, I would. But it's frowned upon in all 50 states. Having said that, though,
tell me how you sleeping easy. How you always thinking of yourself. Show me how you justify telling all your lies like second nature. Listen, mark my words one day. You will pay. Karma's
I think the guitar tone is fine. It's working out okay. Was there a bass before? Am I
Yep,
just crazy?
It was just very solidly mixed with the drums, so like it was just the right tone and very solid basis for everything else. It
Yeah.
wasn't just sticking out too much out of the mix.
There's that one part where it really came out, and then you could hear it really good. And now I can pick it up really easy once I got to that point. But I don't know if there's a lack of compression in the drums, because like the bass drum seems so just ungodly fucking loud by it is so ungodly loud compared to all of the rest of the drums. It feels like we're listening to a bass drum playing with just an instrumental in the background. It seems it's interesting. Original songs by Set It Off. Oh, who knew? I didn't know. I didn't realize this was a cover. I am stupid because I didn't read Melody Rock cover right there. I don't know. That bass tone seems a little boomy to me.
Oh, maybe a little bit.
Seems
It was okay.
right here. It's got a good tone to it. I like the amount of high end frequencies we got, especially in that walk down right there at the beginning of that little break. Yeah. Yeah, it's really boomy. I wouldn't know how to fix that. I wonder if there's like if we're not shelving the instruments properly, or if there's compression issues. This is why everything's kind of standing out away from each other, especially the way the bass drum stands away from the rest of the instrumentals. I wonder if that is a thing. I wouldn't even know where to begin. But I think that it sounded pretty good. I mean, it wasn't like it was bad. It just, probably not necessarily my style of mixing, and so that kind of thing. I want to give him 100% of the view here. So we'll go ahead and just let it play. But any thoughts there, Soul Strings?
Nope. I'm not familiar with the original, and at times I thought that the vocals were mixed like too narrow, very in the center. But then I heard like the backing vocals, and I think it worked fine for the most part. Maybe
Especially during the gang shouts. The gang shouts were then that's why I was saying that maybe there's a problem with the compression, is because the gang shouts, whenever they came in, they crowded the rest of the mix, and suddenly the vocals were very, very loud. But then once the leads were by themselves, the lead vocals were very, very quiet. And the way that it sounds like there's 2 lead tracks that are running parallel up the center. No, it's a single track, but it's, even then, those gang shouts make the vocals very, very loud, but then it gets drawn back as soon as he's by himself, and so I wonder if there's just a compression issue, if we're not compressing enough, or what kind of thing, or if we're not compressing with the right envelope or whatever. But okay,
maybe if the guitar tone had a little bit more of the low frequencies, it would blend better with the bass guitar. So like you wouldn't have to lower the bass guitar by a lot to make it like sit tightly in the mix, but like by adding more low end to the guitars, you'll just boost like all the low frequencies and once it all compressed together, the low end in the mix itself will just be evened out and become more balanced.
Okay.
Probably.
It's all touch and go. It's all what's the word? Trial and error with mixing, especially to see what.
I can only assume what was the point of that mix. What were the mixing issues he had to solve himself?
Mm-hmm.
Why did he choose this balance and not that balance? I don't know. There's always a reason for something. So.
Right. And especially in a mix that kind of it sounds good. In a mix that sounds good, but it's not necessarily to my taste, I would assume that these are what's it called? That they're artistic choices. That these are just the way that he likes to do things. That's what I would assume. But anywho, we're moving on to Harmonic Six on the Fringe. Let's check that one out.
Share the joy.
All right, on the Fringe. Look at that. Friendship is magic. Wow, that's an ancient relic.
That's retro.
Yeah. Jeez, why do you get ads? Not that I'm saying that I want ads or anything like that. But I mean, jeez, like. By the way, can you help me, Slaughter? I'm trying to write an album now, but I'm having trouble coming up with lyrics and riffs lately. I don't know if I can help with that kind of thing. I'm probably going to be...
Gargad is good with lyrics all the time.
Yes, Gargad would be a really good fit if you're helping.
You may not like them, but he will just write them.
Yeah.
He's capable of writing lyrics. Whether you like them or not, that's up to you, though.
Use ad block, lol. You guys keep telling me that, but
yes, I will keep you telling that you definitely should use ad block.
Get an ad block like a normal person. Oh my god, I'm not doing that right now, but we'll see. We'll see. Next week I'm gonna come back with ad block, and it's gonna be a thing, I guess. All right, on the Fringe, My Little Pony: Friendship is Magic original instrumental song. Let's check it out.
We're sorry. I'm sorry too.
You know, this all could have been avoided if y'all just came to me in the very beginning.
That's what I kept on saying.
So, can we start over?
Definitely, yeah.
All right, ad block is free. My fucking bad. Jesus, calm down. I'll get ad block. I will assume that all of these weird notes in this intro were on purpose.
No. Well, I mean, wait. The intro. Yeah, It was good. It was good.
Yeah. It went from very charming, very raw, really interesting with this kind of like asymmetrical double-tracked guitar where you have the lead that is taking the center and left channels, then you have the right channel that's that has a what's it called? It just kind of like a palm muted thing, and then the bass guitar, which seems very raw, very open, has a good tone to it and all that, to extremely fucking crowded out of nowhere. As soon as the glockenspiel let in, it just got really crowded. Ugh.
Does not have a good tone. For fuck's sake.
That bass
You know what?
guitar? You don't think so?
I'm pretty sure it sounds bad because like this like oh memories. This reminds me of the era before I bought the audio interface, and I tried to record my bass just plugging it through an adapter from jack 6.3 to jack 3.5
Yeah.
microphone input and my computer inbuilt on the motherboard audio card or whatever it was, like just the microphone input, and I was trying to record my bass through that with something, and it was just like mildly overdriven, and like as if something was broken, just like.
When you say mildly overdriven, is that caused by like a natural compression of the video or the audio card itself, like talking about like a distortion on the recording?
Sort of, but like I can't explain that. Like the signal was not good in the first place because it was a cheap bass guitar, but like the fact that that was not supposed to be used as an audio interface to record music instruments. Also like what's this called? Impedance, I think, on the input. So like it doesn't match the output of the bass guitar, like of the passive instrument. Like so you have to boost the signal, which resulted in some overdrive or distortion. And like it sounds it does not sound good, but like it brings memories of that time.
All right.
Maybe it's on my end only, because like I have a theory that's that sometimes when I'm listening to the music through the Discord stream, the quality gets slightly lower than usual.
Okay.
But like it shouldn't be as low as it sounds right now, because I'm pretty sure that's the bass guitar issue. I will listen to to this track later after the stream, but right now I'm like 95% sure that's the problem with the bass tone.
Okay. Let's do it. It's a little dirty, but I think that you can hear the plucks. So it's there is some. If I were to be mixing this bass, I probably would be boosting those high end frequencies. But I think that overall it sounds okay, especially in those lower frequencies. But yeah, it is a little dirty, but it's not horrible.
I'm pretty sure if they boost the high frequencies, there would be so much more noise coming.
It would be worse. Yeah,
it would be much worse.
It's a little dirty now, but I wonder how dirty it would be if you. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
It's like getting that, like, not the white noise, but like the ground noise.
Yeah,
like some sort of. So you just cut all the. You just cut all the high frequencies and are left with slightly distorted low end and mid range bass tone or something like that. But at least it's not as noisy as it could be.
Yeah. At least they had the wherewithal to do that, to cut that out for sure. But okay. The Glockenspiel comes in and the mix gets super fucking crowded. And that's, it was okay. It was listenable and bearable up until this point, I think. And yeah. Is going on with these drums right here? I don't know if that was on purpose or if we're having it sounds like these are recorded drums. No, there's no way. We've programmed them and we're trying to make some kind of artistic choice with a little gallop in the bass drum, and it's not working. Underline it at least with a soft kick, just like a, give it some low end on that crash. It's a good composition, and I think that it works right up until the Glockenspiel comes in, and then it's as if this person was like, I have all of these ideas that I want to do with this song, but I want to, keep it under 2 minutes, 10 seconds for some reason. And so I'm just everything all at once. Just play all of it at one time, and then we just started throwing instruments at it, and it turned out really, really crowded, especially with a song that's got a very super lack of compression and everything's just kind of thrown together. It's just not, that mix definitely didn't work with me, but it was a neat song. I think it was neat for what it was. How many videos do we have? Oh, we've been doing this for a couple years. So, not that there's no fucking excuse. No blast beats, no pick squeals, 0 out of 10. Basically unlistenable garbage. I don't want to say that since I actually had criticisms, but it was good right up until we had the entire ensemble come together, but it didn't come together. That was my problem. Anyway, so we've got, that was on the Fringe, Harmonic Six, which is a new one. I haven't heard of them before, but I'm glad to be subscribed to them now, and we will check out their newer releases.
Okay,
so,
I'm back. I was trying to find an example of how my bass sounded back in the day.
Okay.
I think I have something recorded from that era. Well, yeah, just the previous track was pretty nice compositionally. It was cute. It was very cute.
Yeah, it was cute. I think just a little bit too crowded and busy for what it was, and I think they were trying to throw too much at a kind of a simple idea. I think that they were trying to do too much all at once. Oh no. This is going to be interesting. Fit right in, but She's a Maniac, 80s pop remix. So this is going to be, I assume, like a mashup or something like that. And it sounds copyrighted as fuck. And I hope not, but I am super curious. The first half was neat, but the end, Blackened. Yes, that is my takeaway on that too. Anyway, My Little Pony, Fit Right In, but She's a Maniac, 80s pop remix, Elias Frost. Let's check this out.
You smell like fishes. I bet you you're young. Meet anyone.
There is no possible way this isn't copyrighted. But look, it's even pulling it up over here. Watch on YouTube and all that shit.
Wait, hold on. Last time I checked, it wasn't copyrighted. Give me a second.
No
Nope.
copyright music.
Nope.
All
No
right.
copyright music.
All right, let's keep going.
But although I know we're all a bunch of different breeds, take away our wings and horns and we're just frightened steeds. Let's put aside our differences, cause what we need to win. Oh, I'm gonna rip out all the pages of your history book. Just because we're undercover doesn't mean we're crooks. When we walk you through the crowd and give you brand new suspicion, you're gonna fit right in.
This is a new low.
You're gonna fit right in.
It's never gonna work. They taught us unicorns.
This is fucking dumb, and I love it. It's really cool. It's, I don't know, mashups are interesting like this.
We're super scary maniacs with horns like razors and tongues like tasers and teeth like tacks. They take your hooves and then they grind them into midnight snacks. The basic gist of it is unicorns are not okay.
Look, I know we're risking everything for this endeavor, but look at us, we're brave and strong and weird and clever. We're running out of options and we're desperate to begin. You're gonna fit right in.
If you say so.
You're gonna fit right in. I know you will. Now watch and learn. This is how a unicorn walks. And this is how a unicorn talks. This is how a unicorn.
Now, the drums are very, very 80s, and I hate it, but, you know, it does. It works with everything else.
Hoops, oops. This is how a unicorn. Stop. This is how a unicorn struts.
Hey, we've added a little guitar in there. This is kind of neat. He's doing really, really good shit right here.
Oh, watch us shake our unicorn butts. Now you're
I gave it a like for the butts.
in the unicorn know. Wow. Soon you'll be a unicorn pro. Oh, a unicorn horn makes a unicorn stride. It's the more head on your forehead. It's the source of your pride. Every unicorn who's born has worn a horn that's unique. So we'll whip them up as we speak. You'll be looking Trey magnifique. And with those rocks in our pockets, we'll reap the reward. And folks will be floored. We'll strike a new chord. Our magic restored. Lately, all Equestria has lost its heart. But if we can help to find it, we should play our part.
It works perfectly. I'm pretty sure that he's, you know, like, what is this? I'm pretty sure. I love it. Hang on. Or give me that HD. Oh God, it got worse. Hang on, I'm screen capping that. Holy God. That is the energy. That is for sure the. So, I'm pretty sure that he is. What the fuck am I saying? I'm pretty sure that he's worked this in to work together. That you know, he's taken the elements of the "she's a maniac on the floor," and he's taken those elements of the song and then he's actually like worked them together. And I think that's pretty interesting. God, it's not quite a mashup. There was a band that did this where they would take 80s and 90s thrash metal and then they would mix it like this with modern metalcore, and it was really, or like groove metal and stuff like that. So there was, well, the one I'm trying to think of was what's that Metallica song, For Whom the Bell Tolls? So it was For Whom the Bell Tolls, and then it was a Lamb of God song, and I can't remember what Lamb of God song now, but it's the one that everybody can play, or that everybody tries to play. That is, fuck, what was the name of that song? Okay, it was the titular Lamb of God albums. Ashes of the Wake. So it was a mix of Ashes of the Wake and For Whom the Bell Tolls, where it was using the same lyrics and the same key as For Whom the Bell Tolls, but then it was playing the riffs from Ashes of the Wake, and it was really, really neat. And I think this kind of stuff is kind of cool. This is actually very good and enjoyable, and not cringe plus ratio. What I don't understand about... Oh, shit, what did I do? What I don't understand is that how can Hasbro animate sequences like this? Oh, hang on. Let's play that. Yeah. How can they animate that kind of stuff and expect us not to want to fuck these horses? I'm just saying, like this, you're setting this up for failure. But anyway, so yeah, I think that these mashups are kind of cool. I think, is this technically a remix?
Probably.
Or is it like, oh, there you go, one sudden cover / remix / mashup. Yeah, I wouldn't even know what to call it either, but I like
a little bit
like
of each.
Yeah, it's cool. It's neat. I like it a lot. Anyway, so that was My Little Pony Fit Right In. She's a Maniac 80 Pops remix. Good shit.
Check the track in the stream text. I found it. It's just a short one, but like, just listen to that.
Oh, okay. Oh no. I hear it, yeah. Oh man.
That's what I was talking about.
That other guy was not this bad for sure. But yeah, there's
like I wonder if they're still
That's one way to do it, I guess. It'd be, yeah, you're running to
2011. I bought my audio interface in 2012. September. So yeah, that was not good. I was trying to play a music song, I think.
That is soulless strings. Not good.
More like Soulless 4.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean.
So that was interesting. I understand. I recorded guitar a couple of times that way, and then I would layer the tracks with Windows Movie Maker before I had an interface. Ooh boy, there was a lot of problems with that. But okay. So that was Elias Frost. She's fit right in. Yada yada yada. Deavas. I recognize the name Deavas. Let's check that one out.
Grammarly helps make...
Don't do it. Don't say it. Okay. Oh, another Friendship is Magic song. Interesting.
We're getting a lot of songs from a practically dead generation. No one is interested in relics of the past, you know?
Right? These Friendship is Magic bronies are fucking like these oldies. These losers. My Paradisian got copyright.
Boomers.
To hell. All right, let's check this one out. Eternal Night Deavas. I assume that's how you pronounce that. Yeah, let's check it out. That is the wrong track.
Oh, my beloved subjects. It's been so long since I've seen your precious little sunburned faces. Remember this day, little ponies, for it was your last. The night will last forever.
Okay, that was a pretty cool intro, or like the whole. It was pretty cool, right up until that was a weird when both guitars were kind of doing like a lead thing at the same time. It just 2013 Brony metal vibes. Yes, it feels very nostalgic. In 2021, it's like traveling backwards through time. Yeah, so this dude is pretty fucking talented. I like this riff, and I think it sounds really good. I feel like, man, if there was a proper mix on it, it would be.
It's literally the Rainbow Factory chord progression. I could just slap the Rainbow Factory vocals on it and it'd be just and call it a day and like.
You're talking about the Cyril the Wolf?
Hmm?
Are you talking about Cyril the Wolf Rainbow Factory?
No, the one by Glaze.
Oh, okay.
Rainbow Factory Glaze. Look how many views it has.
This is Wooden Toaster.
Yes. Very old one.
Stream 85.
How many views? How many views?
5.6 million.
Yeah, 2011. It might be copyrighted, by the way. So, like... I mean, it's an electronic song and one of the... it's in the line with Discord, September, and other Brony classics, if you know what I mean.
Haha, no copyright. We're free and clear to check out this Rainbow Factory song real quick to see what it is that you're talking about. Oh, I know exactly what song this is. Yeah, I've heard this before.
So yeah.
Oops, sorry. It's pretty similar. Now I haven't heard the one with
it's in a different key, but like still.
It's the I haven't heard the song with vocals before. The only time I've ever heard this song was in a mod on Fallout 4, so it would play the Diamond City Radio would play Pony songs, and but they were only instrumentals. And so, yeah, I've heard this song a fucking shitload of times, but not with the vocals on it. So, yeah. Anyway, yeah, let's check this Deavas out. I think this riffage is pretty fucking sweet. New album from Limp Bizkit parody or the Chappelletown Rag cover, please. New album from Limp Bizkit parody.
I have no idea what they are talking about.
I don't know either.
Okay.
But we can't check out Limp Bizkit copyrighted and Chappelletown Rag cover. I've never heard of that either. But anyway, that's the wrong track. You know what is the most 2013 Brony metal of all is that this bass drum is just doing way fucking too much right here. This fucking it's just doing too much. Yeah, it's doing too much right there. It's not, it's taken away from the groove there. right. We got to change of pace. I don't know what the hell the bass guitar is doing. I don't think that's a bass guitar, though. I think it's a VST of a bass guitar, maybe.
Not sure. It sounded like a proper bass guitar to me, as much as I could hear.
I don't know. It sounds a little bit too, like, what's the word I'm looking for? You know how like a VST will have like a very stereotypically standard sound? That's what it sounds like to me. And so that's the word I'm getting. That's why I think it's a VST. But let's keep going. Jesus, the lead here has completely taken over the entire mix, and so
or is the tempo changing constantly in this part?
The tempo changing.
Is it like slowing down and speeding up? Like, no,
I'm not sure on the guitars.
Because like sometimes the stream works that way, that when it glitches it just speeds up the whole thing, like trying to catch up with the stream, and I'm not sure if that's the case right now, because like I can hear that it's just gradually just slowing down from, like, it was slightly faster seconds before, so I'm not sure.
I'm not sure. Well, it went down, it did a triplet walk down into this faster part here. He can really tear up that guitar, though. I think these solos are pretty good. I think compositionally it's really, really good all the way around. It's just, we have this amateur mix that's taking away from it, but it's got them 2013 Brony vibes for sure. But it, just you're about 8 years behind, but I think we can do it. This is the kind of thing that I really like to see, because watching these people grow and learn and mixing and mastering and all that kind of stuff is just the coolest. It's just the coolest shit. There's a lot of weird interferences going on whenever, especially in these parts with the lead guitar, especially in the farthest parts of the split, or like in either channel, where it's just kind of like a weird warbling sound that I'm getting in the lower, or in the like the midtones. I don't know what I think this rhythm guitar is probably shelved okay, because the lead guitars come in and take that space. The problem is that the lead guitars are extremely loud compared to everything else, and so whenever the lead guitars come in, the whole instrumental takes a back seat, and then suddenly it's just guitars. It's the only thing that's really going on. There's a lot of problems with this mix, but this riff is just really legit. I like it a lot. God damn. That is nostalgic right there. The pony samples coming in there like that. I wonder if he's got one that goes, now you know the elements of a good cheer.
Let's hear one.
Yay. Yeah. I wonder.
Louder.
Jesus, of all the samples to be completely and totally driven into the ground, that one was really driven into the ground. Look at that, Rainbow Factory Metal Remix. 8 years ago. So he's been at this for a while. But then again, wait, hold on. So he went 9 years, and then 8 years, and then he just kind of went Radio Dark for a while, and then came back a couple months ago, and then looks like he's just been kind of
catching up with stuff he missed, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Huh. Yeah. I wonder. Nah, I'm not gonna do that right now. But yeah, I think Deavas is coming along. You know, I think we need to get Deavas with somebody for a collab, and that would be a really good place to get him out front and center. Clearly, this isn't TOS, but Coltcrusher is one of my favorites. I like Coltcrusher a lot. I don't think
Doesn't this have any restrictions? No, in description. No.
No, it doesn't appear to.
Okay. Let's consider it kids friendly and completely safe.
This is basically fun for the whole family, you know. All right, wholesome. So this is
safe, fun, and wholesome. That's what SFW stands for.
Oh yes, of course. All right, so this is Coltcrusher's Sugarcube Corner. Let's check it out. I fucking love Coltcrusher because this is like classic Carnifex vibes, you know? This is like old school Impending Doom, but with ponies. And he does it a lot better than most people do. Whenever you're taking these kind of like old school death metal vibes or like these slam vibes or whatever, and then just making it pony, just... It really goes all out with the commission art and everything. It's so fucking legit. I love it so much. I don't know who mix and masters his stuff. I don't know if he does it himself, but I mean, really unbelievable production. Just the guitar tone is good. The drums are great. Now, the drums are a little monotonous, especially in these blast beats where you kind of get the exact same sound repeatedly. There's very little variation in the samples and whatever, but for the most part it works so good. Oh my god, it's good. Now, like his early stuff, Coltcrusher's first album, I think, that was a Slam Worldwide release, wasn't this good. Like, this is a major fucking step up. I'm sure that his vocals are a little more American sounding. They're not as just kind of like that straight guttural sounds or like pig squeals. This is a lot more enunciated and a lot more clear, and it's just this is so much better than his first album. His first album was great, but this is so good. Oh my god. Shout out to Shane Mayer for the amazing mixing. I'm sorry, I have to go back because Magic Pink Horse says this. This is the, excuse me, Bing Bong said, redacted Pink Horse says that this is the best part. So I'm going to have to go back and listen to it in its entirety. I love these lyrics too because it's just so punny. I have a confection to make. Culinary instead of like culinary. Whipping up a batch or two, just another butch. It's very, very good. These lyrics are fucking awesome. Chug, 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 chug. Yeah. I don't know how I survived prior to discovering Slam. Slam is so fucking good. It's unbelievable. Like, I think my first foray into Slam would probably be, they did the album was called Laugh Tracks. What's the name of the band? They did that song, Arf Arf. What the hell is it called? Oh my god, I have to know. I have to know right now. Laugh Tracks album. Knocked Loose. Knocked Loose was my first foray into like Slam, and it just hooked me immediately. Very similar to Cannibal Corpse. Cannibal Corpse is like death metal, straight up death metal. I'm pretty sure that they were like the pioneers of like the underground death metal scene in the 80s. And Slam is an evolution of death metal for sure. Slam is like the perfect mix between death metal and deathcore, where you've got breakdowns and stuff, but it's not all open notes or any of that crap. It is just sometimes chromatically it's just Go ahead.
Actually, not the 80s. Cannibal Corpse was founded like in 1988, and their first album was released in 90. So
well, yeah,
it's 90s.
Oh yeah, they got started in 88, but there was a whole underground death metal scene in the 80s that existed for a really long time until there was some sort of, they weren't really mainstream, obviously, like Cannibal Corpse was never really mainstream, and still aren't, but there was an explosion with bands like Cannibal Corpse and Slayer and things like that, where they were taking
Slayer
kind of
thrash.
Well, yeah, they were thrash, but like they were.
I mean, like Cannibal Corpse were one of the founders of the specifically Florida death metal scene. That's like the whole subgenre, like death metal, like Florida death metal scene. That's what it's called. Like when you listen to death metal from like other bands, I cannot name them all because like I'm not listening to like classic death metal. So someone would say like they will distinguish, let's say, Swedish death metal from United States Florida death metal.
Yeah.
So
okay.
Those are like different branches of the same thing.
Oh, of course. We have Florida.
And Cannibal Corpse were
one
of the founders of that.
Yeah. So like Decapitated, and there was a lot of bands. The American death metal scene was really, really good, and yeah, absolutely, the Swedish death metal scene was a lot different. Had a very different vibe to it altogether, and it had all of its own different spin-offs, and it was good stuff. Good stuff. The death metal scene, especially in the late 80s, early 90s, was really, really good for the longest time. And then like Impending Doom was around in like the mid 2000s into like early 2010s, but they were very old school in their like application of things. And I think that this old school death metal mixed with kind of modern metalcore and like the just modern metal in general, and we had this kind of invention or like evolution into slam, and I just think slam is so much better. It really, really takes the cake, especially with everything going on with the evolution of metal. Like new metal is kind of making a comeback, and yeah, slam is just going strong for sure. It's got a really great scene. Anywho. Reyes Muniz Rafael says, "I'm sorry, I'm Mexican and I don't understand much of what they say, although I would laugh at the type of illustration. That it's metal is less about like listening to the lyrics and more about the musical ensemble altogether, and it's a lot less focus on the actual words being said for sure. And yes, Gargod is also a fellow Mexican." I hope to bring in all the Mexicans. We just, I don't know. I like Mexico. Mexico's awesome. I'm sure that Mexicans probably wouldn't think that. They probably think, oh yeah, you would think that from all the way up north. Anyway. Just ungodly, just absolutely just, oh no, I clicked. Oh my God, legendary, just instant. I was having problems with my play button, but yeah, he's legendary. Even his logo and everything, it just, there's nothing not to love about Coltcrusher if you're into slam metal, for sure. Fellow third world citizen. There's this really great meme where it says what people think Mexico is like, and it's a guy robbing another dude at gunpoint, and it says what Mexico is actually like, and it shows like a picture of a beach, and then like a resort, and like a huge buffet, and then a guy getting robbed at gunpoint. It was really cool. It was funny as hell. But yeah. Matando Gueros! But anyway, no, for seriously, Coltcrusher is a god, an absolute god. I love his shit for sure. So there is, let's Regurgitation of shit again, and then we've got Koroki. I still don't know how to say his name. Koroki Aternak. I assume that's pretty close, but okay. Cupcakes. Oh, a SoundCloud mix. Wow, we haven't seen a SoundCloud in a while. I can't believe SoundCloud is still around. It's like a dead platform to me. I upload my songs there specifically and only because it's the easiest way to allow a free MP3 download. It seems to be the easiest way to do it. But let's see. Cupcakes. I wonder if this is related to the short story about the cupcakes, which is pretty neat. Anyway, let's check this out. This is going to be Cupcakes Feather MLP Death Step. Death Step. Okay, cool.
Masterful infusion, a concoction of your body and my insanity. Do you even realize I'm so glad you're enjoying all the fun? Look how fast your heart is beating. Hold on to your hats if you're not quite done. Do you
It's all just toilet sounds, Bobby. No, but seriously, I have no idea what the fuck I'm listening to. This is crazy. Like, it feels like one of those, you know, old school, like, I say old school, like 10 years old, the you know, dubstep rhythms, that kind of feeling, but then it's also mixed in with kind of like a noise core element where it's just kind of, you know, and then the snare appears to not be a snare. It's like a weird kind of like high-pitched laser sound where it's like pew! And it's really interesting, and chat seems to really like it, so I assume it's good, but I have no point of reference to be able to like, you know, understand what's going on. I'm really confused, but go ahead.
You said to be able to like. That's it. That's the whole sentence.
Yeah, it's. I don't know what else to say. It's interesting. It's not like unlistenable garbage. You know, I was engaged for this first half, but let's see what this second movement has in store. Lamau XD. I kid you not, half the fun with dubstep is making toilet sounds into cool shit. Yeah. That is, as far as I understand, the attraction to making noisecore too, is where you take a regular sound and then see exactly how you can destroy it in a way that sounds the most cool to you. stuff in the background of this is freaking sick. Yeah, I would say that the atmosphere of the build-up is really impressive. The sound design is really, really awesome. But just when it gets into the drops, it's like it loses me. I have no idea what's going on, but I'm totally and completely engaged. It's like it's like cinematic almost. It's pretty fucking cool.
Tired, my dear Dasher. Oh, it seems you are, because you're dead.
My comment does not appear in the video. If you use certain language, sometimes it'll auto-delete comments. I'm not entirely sure why. Now, I have a question. Does this right here...
En AT&T, todos se merecen nuestras mejores ofertas. Hasta en el iPhone 13 Pro, con su magnífica cámara. Se las merecen los que descubrieron que el horno no es solo para guardar sartenes. Y los que se cantaron las mañanitas solos. No es complicado. Descubre cómo clientes nuevos y existentes obtienen nuestras mejores ofertas en todos los iPhones. Hasta con $800 de descuento en los magníficos iPhone 13 y iPhone 13 Pro con intercambio elegible. Ofertas varían según el dispositivo, sujeto a restricciones. Visita att.com/ES-US para ver detalles.
Okay, I want to know if this... Is that a blast beat? I don't know.
That's, well... That's more like a really fast kick, but like no snare and like...
It sounds like a
You know what?
I'm just gonna go with it.
The chat is just Enya posting right now. So.
I see that. It's all Enya posting.
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay. So that was good. Comentarios en español. Sí, mucho. 101.5 la precioso, mucho música. Okay, but anyway, we're gonna go to the next one is Thrasher. This is Thrasher actually released a song. It's not that cryptic shit we checked out last week.
I think it's not from his upcoming album because I didn't see it on the track list. So it's from POD.
I got you. So this is a new one from POD. Thrasher. Jesus Christ. I didn't realize how far down I had turned my volume on my monitor up here.
That's the wrong link. Wait. Never mind. That's the right link. He didn't post it on his channel yet.
Okay.
Whatever.
So this is from the Ponies at Dawn release. This is Digital Wasteland. So I guess we're seeing some Fallout Equestria memes. Let's do it. Let's do it to it. Why does it keep doing that? It keeps going back over to your MP3. When I hit it and it goes... So we're checking out Thrasher. God dang it!
I cannot hear it like in the voice chat. It's probably playing on stream, but like not on my end.
Right. Okie dokie. Jesus, how is she holding this gun? What is the point of this?
Magic.
What is the point
Bing
of this
bong.
mask if it's not over her nose?
It's a shadow.
Bing
Wait,
bong.
Is it the mask?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a scarf or a handkerchief or something like that. Anyway, let us check this one out. Digital Wasteland, metal/trance. Let's do it from Thrasher. He says with her hooves. This gun is triggering the fuck out of me pun totally intended, but this angled grip. Okay. Even if it was a people gun, right? This angled grip is backwards. This magazine is like, I don't know what the fuck is going on with this thing. We have our heat shield on the barrel here. It's pretty short. It's also the same size as the receiver, which is interesting. We have a collapsible stock, but it has the grip. For real, like we could. I always find it really irritating when people do pony artwork and they don't change like guns or cars or whatever that they decide to insert into the pony world. They don't change it in such a way that would make it more ergonomic to a pony, you know? But yeah. Anyway, we're back onto the song. The slaughtering of equestrian weaponry. Okay, I know that basically nobody has read Equestrian. No, what the fuck am I saying? No one has read Fallout Equestria, but the whole idea of any pony on the planet putting a gun in their mouth and pulling the trigger with their tongue is the stupidest fucking thing I have ever read in my entire life. And it took everything in me not to just put it down right there and be like, no, this is stupid. This is fucking stupid. Because if anybody's ever held a gun in their hands, like imagine all of the forces that you would feel in the gun that is absorbed by your palm that you have to absorb into your hands. There's a whole phenomenon called limp wristing, where if you don't hold the gun firmly and absorb the shock with your elbows, then the gun won't cycle properly, and you will get what's called a chimney jam, where the shell will stick straight up out of the ejection port. And so imagine having to absorb all of that shock in your fucking teeth. Like, I just don't think so. I don't think horses no way
have strong teeth. Horse strong teeth. Horse strong teeth.
He's got this over here. Yes, redacted pink horse is saying mouth equals strong, and I know I don't buy it. That there's anybody or any pony on the planet that's going to be able to shoot a gun with their mouth that in a way that wouldn't cause, like, you know, permanent damage over time, especially. And oh man, I don't know. I just don't know. Maybe you'd have to sit there and train. You'd have to just like hit yourself in the teeth over and over again. I don't know. It's funny to me. But anyway, this song sounds good so far. Horse strong teeth. They pull the trigger with their magic. The unicorns pull the trigger with their magic, but earth ponies do not. They literally put guns in their mouth sideways, hold it in their teeth, and then pull the trigger with their tongues. There's a whole thing about that in the book, in one of the like the second or third chapter where she's fighting a bunch of earth pony raiders, and she's trying to figure out how the fuck are they shooting at me because they're not unicorns. And then, you know, she sees one come out and take a couple shots at her, and it's like, oh my god, they've got guns in their mouths and they're pulling the teeth, or they're pulling the trigger with their tongues. And it was just dumb. It was dumb as fuck. Shoots an anti-material rifle with mouth. Like, have you not seen those videos of the guys like trying to shoot a rifle and that some bitch just goes completely flying out of their hands? Or like when the kick of a shotgun or whatever just completely takes somebody out and levels them to the ground? Like, I just don't know. Anyway. Earth ponies are not allowed to use guns? No. That's not what I'm saying. Earth ponies can use guns, but the ergonomics of using a gun should be catered to an earth pony. The whole battle saddle thing was totally based in not cringe, where they had they wore a saddle that had guns on either side, and then they had like a mechanism that they would work with their mouth in order to fire these guns, unless they were a Pegasus, in which case they would pull the triggers with their wings. But whatever, as long as the gun is not strictly in like attached to the actual mouth thing, that part was crazy to me. Anyway. This seems like a pretty standard trance type of build, or like the atmosphere of trance. Trance is a pretty interesting, whenever you're talking about digital music. I like trance. Trance is pretty interesting. It can be very, very complicated, and it's not restrained by too much. This is pretty fucking sick, dude. I think that it's interesting how the electronic drums transition from, obviously electronic drums to like a more acoustic sounding sample, and the way that it transfers from like a strictly trance thing into an evolution of like kind of like a metal thing, sort of a post-hardcore feel to it. It sounds really cool. I think that's really neat. I high-key want to collab with a metal pony artist, some pony metal step / tear out / death step. Imagine how fucking sick that would be. Check out the Browning if you ever get the chance. They're a really interesting, it's like a metalcore band, but they use dubstep elements to it. And I want to say the Browning is probably still around, but their first album was called Burn This World, and it's really, really, really good. Definitely check out Burn This World by the Browning. They're, I want to say, a Missouri. Oh, there you go. Missouri. They're a Missouri band from the Midwest. They're pretty fucking good. You've got to check them out. Yeah. Burn This World by the Browning. Absolutely incredible album. Hypernova is okay. Geist, or whatever you call that, is okay also. It doesn't capture the magic like Burn This World does. Burn This World is absolutely one of the most incredible like dubstep / metalcore albums of all time, bar none. I should have posted a Bandcamp link to avoid the problematic cover art. Nah, we had it covered. It's all right. Yo, what? I live at Fort Riley? Oh, is that in Missouri? I go to fucking KC for raves and shit? Oh, nice. Neat. I always assumed that you were one of the Russian boys. I don't know why. Anyway. Chat is off the chain right now. We're just doing all the bad stuff right now. I need to type up my apology. I need to get up here and just be like, I am so sorry for doxing people. I must apologize to my community for this transgression, and also the problematic art that did the thing on the video and all this other shit. Yeah, I'll get that. We'll save that for later just in case we get canceled, okay? when will you do song parodies again? I like to hear a version of Orgy, Flaw, Spine Shanker, Revel for old times. I am also going to do. I'm working on a cover, a parody right now of Matando Gueros with Alsuch. That's going to be an Enya song and so we haven't done that since I guess Las Penas Heridas, but yeah, that's going to be an interesting project. That's where we're going to my next parody. I don't know if it'll be on this channel or if it would be our such channels. Oh, I did miss the blast beats. You are correct. Cringe fact that the Ponytown party, literally every normal said LOL Doom vibes LOL at this part. Ponytown chat is total garbage most of the time. True. That's a truer right there. Can we just get some truths in chat? True. Another Thrasher banger where we've got the very atmospheric, very boisterous riffage, and not boisterous riffage, but like the boisterous production of it makes these riffs just sound fucking huge, and it's just it's very, very good, really super good. I love the atmosphere of it and everything, just really awesome stuff for sure. All right, that was Thrasher. Digital Wasteland. There's not much else to say about that I haven't already said about Thrasher. That's really, really good shit. Good. We have time for probably maybe two more. We're going to do... Where are we at on... oh my god, we're only like halfway through.
Yep.
Oh my god. Magic Mayonnaise, we're going to have to do a deep dive into that. Because that one... Because Steely
Deep dive
Hooves...
into mayonnaise doesn't sound like...
bing bong. But the... no, he's sort of an amateur, and I'll want to be able to like really dive deep into that one, and whatever. Oh my god, Metalcore Pony has a new fucking song?
Yeah, Son Pony said on. He hasn't released it on YouTube yet.
Okay.
And it's very surprising, to be quite honest, because it's not as metal as you'd expect it to be, but it's really good. I did not expect him to take that road with like his music style. It's very much different from what like I'm used to hear from him, but like it's very satisfying. He stepped up his vocal skills, and his guitar tone got a lot better, and it's just a completely different genre and completely different thing.
I got you.
So Numbers, Mason.
The numbers, Mason. What do they mean?
Okay, 139. That is the final one.
139. Oh.
Yeah.
I was gonna throw up in my mouth, but no, I was gonna.
That's not healthy.
No, it's probably not. We'll throw up one of J Doggon's "In the Air Tonight" Phil Collins cover.
Wait, it's unlisted?
It appears to be unlisted.
Hold on, why?
I have no idea.
Okay. It's been sitting there for a while.
Oh, it has. Oh, yeah, since 2017 has been.
No, I mean, like when he submitted it to the submission.
Gotcha.
So,
and then
we've had a lot of Gargot already by now.
Yeah, we've had a lot of Gargods. So we'll do a J Doggon. We'll do this "In the Air Tonight" Phil Collins cover, and then I have got to go put shoes and pants on so I can go get my kid from school. And so yeah, we'll check out this real quick. Have we heard Gamma Sector before?
I think. Let me check. Gamma Sector. Nope, apparently not.
Okay, well, let's check this out. This is gonna be a brand new. All right, let's go. I like where we're going so far. This is the I don't know, this looks like blinding lights over here. Was that on my end, or was that intended to be a pause right there? Oh, no, I guess so. So it seems to be a pretty straightforward cover of "In the Air Tonight," but it's kind of changed into this down-tempo slam song, and it works out pretty good. You know, this slow-paced blast beat here, and then we've got all the pausing and starting and stopping and all that, and then this vocalist is pretty good. I'm not sure what this effect is that's being played over the vocals, or like being played in conjunction to the vocals. That I don't know if it's like just a really tight reverb, or if there's some kind of delay that's also being played in a really tight manner, or it's just like a chorusing effect or a phase. I don't know. It's pretty interesting. I'm not sure that vocal effect is for me, but for the most part, it's a pretty neat little song that's been coming together. frequencies are almost completely devoid of anything. Like, I'm not picking up any bass at all. It seems to be all guitars. We've got this lead guitar that's going, but it's really far in the background, so it's not really interrupting too much. And then in certain parts, we have like kind of an asymmetrical double track playing at the same time that just kind of like battling back and forth, especially through this sequence here. That's pretty fucking neat. They spared no effort in making this like a standalone type of thing. That's pretty fucking cool. Right here is probably what you're talking about when it just sounds like yeah. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about right there. No, this is a quee. I know what you mean though when it's yeah. That's good. Oh man, that fucking breakdown was disgusting too. Ugh, just utterly grotesque the way it just kept continually retarding all the way down. Fucking delicious. Fucking delicious. Let's do one last one.
Random. Yeah.
Random. Oh. Random number generator. I still don't understand how that can be transcribed as quee. English is weird. I wouldn't. It's Bree to me. B-R-E-E. That's how I would transcribe that. That sound.
Same.
That. Yeah, it's B-R-E-E. I don't know where the quee got started, to be honest.
Probably Enya.
Oh, it's an Enya thing? Yeah. Random. Okay, 95. Let's check out the 95.
That's interesting.
Gargod. What is this?
Tzompantli?
Watch the Raiders.
Tzompantli. Oh, this is a topic? Is this a topic?
I think.
Other composer? Oh, auto-generated by YouTube. Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Tzompantli. I don't recognize this. No, but this is the official artist channel. But they must have something where it just auto-generates. Engarage Musical. But I don't recognize this language. I don't know if that is... Ooh, it's kind of a long one. All right, let's check it out, though. I got time. Let's do it. Bree, English, Quee, Spanish. Yep. Oh, my God.
Go!
Yes, I did notice the bagged strings bassist keeps popping up. I don't know why the play button keeps getting linked to that. The last thing that I was playing it gets linked to the play button on the keyboard, and I don't know why that is, and I have to go manually do it. But so that's my bad. This is pretty neat. This reminds me of
This is pretty much straight up classic Swedish melodic death metal.
Yeah. This is good. This is really good. And I'm surprised that I wonder when this came out. I wonder if this is like a real person or if this is just like a YouTuber, you know? Musical group. Let's see here.
Are they on Metal Archives? Type in just Metal Archives.
Oh, okay. Metal Archives.
It should, yeah. Change the name.
So they've been baloney.
Okay. Now they are known as what it says. I can see.
As Lincendio. So that's their newer stuff, I guess. But this is, but it doesn't have their, doesn't have this on it.
Maybe there's another. Maybe there's another band with the similar name. Let me check.
Because this doesn't feel like a 2017 track. This sounds like one of those mid 2000s melodic death metal tracks.
Wait, no, that's what? Wait, that's that's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. Here's the real one. Yeah. Gargot sent it and in the chat. There are apparently several bands named that way. So.
Oh, he sent it in the chat. Oh wait.
Yeah.
Mexico. Wait. Where was it? That language is what? Pre-Hispanic.
Stream
Mexican
text
language.
on Discord.
I'm in stream text on Discord. Oh, I'm retarded. Never mind. I'm sorry. I see it. Okay, so this was
the real page.
What the hell?
Yeah, that's a different one.
This is a different one? Did I hit the
Yeah,
wrong one?
like there are several bands with that name. So this one from Mexico is the real one. I mean, that's what we're listening to right now. Wait, you click the cats. I mean, I use the cats link because Metal Archives are blocked in Russia for some weird reason. Yeah, it's cats.metalarchives.com. Like, it was an April Fool's joke when they replaced all band pictures with cat pictures.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and they saved it as a mirror if Metal Archives are blocked anywhere, you can just open the cats.metalarchives.com without using VPN or something like that.
Okay. Pre-Hispanic Beg. So this is 1998.
Nope. That's 2017?
Oh,
no?
There's two of them. Pre-Hispanic Beg Demo 1998 and Pre-Hispanic Beg 2017. This is the opening track for this for Pre-Hispanic Beg, and the album art matches. So, okay. Huh. But it does. It sounds like, it sounds like mid-2000s melodic death metal. It's pretty good. Pretty cool. All right. Oh my god, after being plagued with bad bass sounds, we finally get this one. And this bass, I love a really raspy bass that's got a lot of high end where you hear a lot of the rattle of the strings against the fretboard. God, it's delicious. I love that sound. Quick question: does that sound like? Does that sound a little off to you?
Yeah, the timing is a little bit off, and like the guitarist having a hard time trying to keep up with the drummer. So that's okay. I don't mind that.
Okay, yeah, I was just making sure that I wasn't hearing shit because it just sounded like he was not keeping up. Sounds like he was dragging, but okay. It sounded like it kind of started to fall apart right there at the end, but it's all right, I guess. We continue. There was wait, hold on. I want to know if this was a walk down or if this was a slide. It sounded really smooth, but yeah, that was it sounded like a fretless slide. That was from the bass guitar. That was pretty slick right there. Just ever so subtly in the background, it just really stood out. I liked that a lot. One more time. And now the drummer seems to be galloping on his bass drum, but that was pretty cool. I like that. What's it called? That marimba or something like that. Some kind of wooden keyed instrument that led us into this next passage here. It's pretty fucking cool. It sounds like the drummer's having a hard time keeping this roll going. I really like the way that marimba mixes in with the guitars and how the tone seems to match. It's really, really neat. I like that a lot. Hello, J Doggone. I like that Mexican death metal has all those interesting instruments in it. It seems to be all the Mexican bands we listen to have really weird, like unconventional instruments. But that's probably because I don't listen to a whole lot of Mexican death metal. Whenever we listen to most death metal, we're usually listening to stuff that is from like the Nordic countries, or we're listening to American death metal. And because those two geographic areas seem to dominate the metal scene, I don't think we get a lot of exposure to these instruments. I wonder if this type of thing is more common. Not a marimba. They're playing pre-Hispanic instruments, but I don't know the name of it. I don't know. But I don't know what kind of instrument it is, but it sounds really cool. And it sounds somewhat like a marimba, like a wooden keyed instrument that you hit with a mallet. And that's pretty interesting. Wait, hold on. Pre-Hispanic wooden keys instrument.
Kalimba. No, that's not a kalimba, definitely. I mean,
no.
well, okay, never mind. Maybe it's a kalimba, but it doesn't sound like a kalimba.
No, it doesn't sound anything like a kalimba. Maybe I don't think it's the frog thing or any of that. No, it's not any of this.
Those low drums at the very end, like boom, those sound like timpani. I'm pretty sure those are.
See, I'm coming up with marimba. I think it.
Actually, you know what? Let's see what Metal Archive have for us, because they do have like. Oh no, they don't. Okay, maybe on the album page. Let's see. Lineup.
Frog thing.
Oh,
yeah, I mean.
So it says Aztec drums and Aztec flute and rain stick.
Oh, okay.
Like if you go to the album page, there's a lineup, and apparently there are only two guys. So one doing the vocals, one doing the instrumental.
Oh,
so
okay.
He's playing like open that album page, 27, like prehistoric, whatever, and line up, and you'll see it.
Okay. Aztec drums. I don't know what that looks like. Aztec drums. No, I don't want to shop for Aztec drums. It sounded a little more. Oh my god, what if the name of the fucking song is that the same?
Nope.
No, it's not, but
it's close enough. It's probably from the same language.
It's oh my god. Okay. Teponazli, whatever that is. I wonder if this can produce different notes like that.
Huh?
Share the joy of music.
Let's see if share the joy of music. Yeah. I think this is it. That's what it sounds like.
That's possible.
Huh, that's pretty fucking cool. With a lot of reverb, maybe a little bit of a delay. That is pretty much the sound right there. Well, we have figured it out. Our investigation. Okay, if Jay Doggone is still in chat, I don't really have time. Well, we appreciate you coming, dropping by the stream, bud. I don't really have time. I've got to go, but we appreciate you joining us. This is really fun. Share the joy of music. Yeah, this was good. This was a good time. And I'll okay. So this was fun. And we enjoy y'all. We enjoyed y'all. We appreciate you joining us for the stream, and we will see you all next week on Thursday. I'm gonna see if we can do longer streams like this. See if we can cover more songs instead of just 2 hours. We could try to make it around 3 hours. And
we got 15 likes on this stream.
Oh wow,
that's a lot. And by the way, I just checked. We broke the 400 songs. So, yay!
400 songs. Hello, J Doggone.
Not songs, but like instrumentals and other tracks and trash, like whatever.
Just content in general, but yeah, they're all beating us beating me to the punch. So, bye. All right.
I need to do the stretches.